Hello everybody, welcome back, and I'm going to whiz through this video. There's not a great deal to say about it really. There's some really bullish and there's some relatively bearish news when it comes to XRP, and we'll run through the most of it as fast as we can. And before I go any further, you want to have a look at the bot trading. My bot trading has started with 2 Ethereum. I've almost now got 3 Ethereum after 19 days of letting this bot do its thing. A lot of people on my Telegram have been making a lot more than that, by the way, but this has been a bit of a slow grind, but you can't complain over two weeks, basically just over 2 weeks. I basically accumulated an extra Ethereum when I just started with 2. Also, I've got 20% off your trading fees with Binance as well. So if you wanted to set up a new account, you don't need to verify all these Binance accounts, by the way. You can have set up as many Binance accounts as you like. You just need an email address and a Google authentication code, and then you're good to go. You only need to verify it with your photo IDs when you're buying and selling with fiat. So a lot of people don't know that. So if you're using a Binance account and you're having to pay Binance your full fees, it'd be kind of silly not to set up another one where you basically get 20% of your fees back with every trade indefinitely, lifetime. So there's a link for all of that below. So let's have a look at the charts then, shall we? So this is the bullish situation that we've got going on here with XRP. So this giant move here, what is it, 170% from this candle body, something along those lines, 175%. Okay, big move, needs to consolidate. This is what we were expecting. So to the price where we are at right now, it's a 30% retracement from a 170% move up just from there, just from that candle there, over a week, in 1 week. And most of us got in on that one, on my channel anyway we did, and got out at various different areas around here. Some people still holding it, and I don't blame you. There's no reason to get too scared of any significant drops. If you watch my channel, you know that I am actually a relatively strong believer in the XRP market cycle. In fact, you've got videos I'll leave a link for you to watch, just to motivate you to hold on to that XRP and not question yourself and sell at these low levels. The market cycle will continue to pump this token in stair steps all the way up. We trade it generally on a weekly chart, so there's no specific time as when the next pump is going to be, but it will take out its all-time high and then some. So there's nothing, in my opinion, to worry about if you're holding XRP and watching the price go down. But in the short term, there might be some things to look at. So generally when we see a golden cross on a daily, we would expect a giant pump. Now what we have here is a 3-day time frame. So after a 170% move to the up, it kind of has to consolidate a little bit more. Now on this 3-day, yeah, we're coming down, we're consolidating, and there is a chance that we could come down a lot further to ride on the 10 exponential moving, sorry, the 200 exponential moving average, wherever that may be. Currently it's riding around 30 cents, but I wouldn't worry too much about that for the moment. It is upwards facing, and these consolidations can take a little bit of time to play out, so they'll kind of meet in the middle. But I would kind of not be surprised if it came into the mid 30s before its consolidation is finished and its reaccumulation is finished. The only thing that's making me second guess that is the golden cross that's on the 3-day, which should unless we break down below 30 cents, really basically play out, and this will allow for another giant move into probably I'd expect the next big move in January, between January and May, and that move will be massive. That will be bringing us into the $1, maybe even $2 region. But you'll have to watch my market cycle video to really understand sort of a bit more long-term technicals about that. But I still don't want you to worry about this token. Well, you've seen all the old haters of XRP turn around and now start shouting from the rooftops about it. So it's kind of silly, really. I'm not a moon boy, but I had studied this chart quite in depth, and I had been predicting these big moves, and we got in on them. And so I'm not trying to sort of, I suppose, cash in on the XRP, the new wave of XRP Fanbase. This is just a continuation of my persistent analysis on this chart, which is coming into play a little bit sooner than I expected, but pretty much how I expected. Anyway, so the golden cross is bullish, and this would generally mean that a continuation from, so long as we're above these levels, is going to happen. It will happen, all right? But a consolidation is basically following Bitcoin's lead at the moment. and whatever Bitcoin wants to do, it will take XRP with it. And when we look at Bitcoin, what we see is we broke out of this. This was a triangle formation. We've broken down beneath it. We also had this exactly the same thing here with XRP. So we've broken down beneath this triangle. So now that this is a failed formation, as in a bullish one, it is now technically bearish. All it means is that we've got other areas of resistance to break through before we can get excited about it. Now this used to be support. Now it will be resistance. This is still going to be resistance, and all these here are going to be resistance. But the interesting thing is they're all kind of converging into the same zone. So all it would really require would be one big push to break us above around about 59 cent for us to basically launch from here. That's all it would take. It's not like lots and lots of levels that we have to keep breaking and being rejected from, If we had one big push that broke us all the way up from here, we could sail up into the 90 cent region. Now there's a lot of people holding on to this token, or maybe even just buying it now because they want to get that Spark airdrop, register for it, get your Spark, blah blah blah, you know the deal. So there's still a lot of buying pressure on this for that reason alone. What I would expect, however, is that there is also a lot of other people that are taking advantage of that, who aren't bothered about the Spark token at all and are basically dumping into those holders. So like I say, the bulls and the bears will have to fight around this zone, and breaking above 59 cents should have a decent move thereafter. Could even launch massively. There's a lot of reasons to suggest that this is the zone to break above. Now yes, we do have this trend line here which is bearish, and if we continue with I suppose a downtrend, a little bit of a downtrend from here, these will also move down too, and it's not, like I say, it's still not mega bearish as far as I'm concerned looking at this chart. The important thing is that Bitcoin does kind of look like it's turning a little bit negative at the moment, and this could then start bringing the entire market down with it. Whether or not you like the XRP chart or not, it doesn't really matter. It will follow whatever Bitcoin does. But again, there is a glimmer of hope, because when we look at the 3-day, still bullish. We're above all major moving averages, and the only one that we've closed beneath here is the 7 simple, but we have been supported on the 10 exponential here. So really the bullish formation for Bitcoin, although it's starting to look a little bit red, it's still okay for the moment. There's nothing on this to say that it's mega bearish, but bearish moves can take place in bullish formations, and that's fine. It's called consolidation. It just allows for more liquidity, more people to take profit, then buy back. I wouldn't worry too much about any of it. With Bitcoin though, we do have these levels here and these levels here. We also have this here, but we are beneath the center of the Bollinger Band on the daily. A closure at this level would be the first time we technically we did it last night, but it would be the first time we opened and closed beneath the center of the Bollinger Band in probably since around $10,600. So it is a bit of a change in behavior, and even if it does come down several $1,000s, the be all and end all would be this trend line here that came in all the way from 2017, where we get rejected and supported and rejected and supported and rejected, and the idea being, when you're above it and you're being held above it, the bull market is still good to go, and we're still way above it. But even if we did come down to test it, it'd be about a 30% move from where we are at right now. Yeah, about a 27% move from where we are at right now. That's not the end of the world if we go back to what it was like in 2017 when we broke above it. Let's have a look at some of these moves. So that was about a 10% move, and that was about another 10% move. A giant big move up, similar to what we've been seeing recently. And then when we got to the tippy top and down to the absolute bottom, it was a 30% move. So, these don't look big. These look like tiny little molehills, but they are actually mountains. They're actually pretty much the same as what's been going on recently. So don't let the size of the chart fool you. The percentages are what matter, and if we did come down to that level, I'd still be bullish on Bitcoin, and I wouldn't care about it. In fact, it would be perfect for me, because I'd love to be buying it down at that level, because we're in a bull market. The cycle is coming to its last 12 months worth of bullish moves, which means that it's very unlikely for us to break down beneath here at this point now in the market cycle. If we did, then it would look like a failed cycle, and Bitcoin's never failed its cycle since its inception 11 years ago. So at the moment, even if we came down to here, it would be the ultimate buying opportunity, the ultimate longing opportunity, an opportunity not to be missed, and one that really wouldn't concern me at all if we did come down 27%. It wouldn't bother me in the slightest. Anyway, bullish on Bitcoin, bullish on XRP long term. Currently, we may be going through consolidation. That's fine. Everything is okay. When you look at it in the long-term time frames, and like I say, you'll need to have a look at my XRP video on the market cycle, you'll feel a lot more reassured that everything is actually perfectly fine and there's nothing to worry about. Anyway, I would urge you to go on and set up some trading bots. You get 14 days for free, and decide if you want to take it any further. But with these kind of profits, you probably will want to take it further, and also set yourself up a new Binance account. Not just for the bots, but just in general. If you're not getting 20% off your Binance fees, you have to ask yourself, why would I choose to pay more? Why choose to pay more? You just ask yourself that. Set yourself a new account up for bots and for spot, and have a nice day. Take it easy.